In a world where we are in need of bulky grass types, our saviors Ferrothorn and Tangrowth are nowhere to be seen. Amoonguss used to be the bulky grass type that was able to challenge threats like Walking Wake and Iron Valiant. But after Spore's ban, Amoonguss's ability to deal with these threats have waned severely, leaving us in desperate need of a good bulky grass type Pokemon. Enter Sinistcha. This bulky grass ghost Pokemon is super fun to play with thanks to its amazing typing and insane move pool. On top of that, because it's a cup that's meant to hold scalding hot water, its ability Heatproof pushes its bulk to immense levels. Its BST, on the other hand, is nothing to really write home about. At a mere 508 BST, it pales against powerful defensive threats like Moltres or Ting-Lu. But with what it has, it can do its job damn well. First and most important point, it's a grass type that isn't naturally walled by Glow King. Running a Calm Mind Shadow Ball set can push past Glow King easily. It's able to laugh in the face of the King of OU, Great Tusk. Defensive variants of Great Tusk can't break past Sinistcha, and offensive utility can't even spin in its presence. Knockoff, Ice Spinner, no chance of breaking our favorite cup at all. In fact, Tusk loses so spectacularly it's insane. Matcha Gotcha and Strength Sap denies the progression that Great Tusk attempts. It is also able to just laugh in the face of the Dog Lord himself, Zamazenta. Crunch is doing 40% max unless it's Choice Banded, but if your opponent was insane enough to bring Choice Banded Zamazenta, I don't think you would have had much chance to begin with. You can also EV Sinistcha specifically to break Zamazentas who run Iron Defense and Substitute, which can come very handily if your team is weak to it. Wait, you're telling me your team is weak to Water Pond or Teal Pond? No worries at all. Sinistcha can deal with both of those huge threats effectively. With Foul Play, Sinistcha handily deals with both Ogerpon variants while Matcha Gotcha is able to heal and fish for a burn at the same time, rendering the two threats potentially useless. Keeping in mind that Sinistcha is able to simultaneously deal with both Water Pond and Zamazenta in the same team slot is huge, as it helps ease the burden and strain on team building in general. Heatproof also allows Sinistcha to deal with Gouging Fire as long as it's not in the sun, since it's able to live and heal off damage with Strength Sap. You can also opt to go for Terra Water if you specifically want to deal with Gouging Sun, which is an interesting option to go for. Lastly, Terra Poison variants can easily take on physical Iron Valiants as well as Dragonite with much ease and reduce them to mere setup fodder for other members of the team. With its base 70 speed, it's not going to be outspeeding anything notable. The best you can do is invest 96 EVs into speed on a neutral speed nature to ensure you hit 200 speed, allowing you to outpace Adamant King Gambit and Ursaluna who both hit 199 speed. However, as outpacing King Gambit is not necessarily the biggest problem the current metagame has, many trainers opt to run a slightly more offensive variant with more bulk. This guarantees that Matcha Gotcha and Shadow Ball break Zamazenta substitute all the time. Some of you who are a little bit sweatier might want to speed creep 200 speed while having 76 special attack to ensure the calcs on Zamazenta remains as an option. But that's not too ideal as you lose out on way too much physical bulk to act as a tank. Sinistcha can honestly run so many different types of Terra depending on what kind of mon you want it to check. Terra Poison would allow it to absorb Toxic Spikes against Glamora Hyper Offense while making it immune to the poison status, giving you an incredible check to the loyal trio of Okidogi, Pekarant, and Phasandipity. Terra Steel does the same, although it's not able to absorb Toxic Spikes, in return it becomes fully immune to poison and able to abuse Heatproof, while at the same time resisting Ice, Steel, and Fairy, which are extremely common in the metagame. Terra Fairy lets you flip the matchup against common physical dark types like Hisuian Samurott and Darkrai. Lastly, Terra Water is just an incredibly great defensive typing that Sinistcha benefits greatly from. It not only completely flips the matchup against fire types like Cinderace and Gouging Fire, but it also generally allows it to take a majority of physical moves for neutral damage, giving Sinistcha a lot more opportunity to spread burn and heal via Mocha Gotcha. Mocha Gotcha, I meant Matcha Gotcha. What about its move slots? It has one of the most insane utility move pools I've seen on a defensive Pokemon. Being a grass type, it has access to Stun Spore and Strength Sap, which gives it a very powerful way of healing while deterring physical attackers from snowballing advantage. Stun Spore can neuter fast offensive threats who may want to switch in like Darkrai, Roaring Moon, and Iron Moth. Sinistcha is a hot cup of tea as well, so it does get scalded. But who would use that when you've got the superior hot water move, Mocha? Matcha Gotcha is a powerful grass type move that has a 20% chance to burn the foe and heal 50% of the damage dealt. Scald was already crowned as one of the best Pokemon moves of all time with its chance to burn foes, so Matcha Gotcha is definitely up there as well. Matcha's burn chance makes it a lot harder to switch in than Giga Drain, and it hits harder than Scald thanks to Stab, with its ghost typing granting it access to moves like Hex to abuse all the statuses that you will be spreading. This makes Sinistcha a lot better at weakening threats so that it can progress the game state. Let's also not forget its access to Memento and Foul Play as well, giving it a lot more customizability as you can even run crazy stuff like Custom Memento Sinistcha. With such a diverse utility move pool, Sinistcha ends up being able to work with a lot of different items as well. Leftover and Cobra Berry are more common options to be used since Lefties gives it a form of longevity, while Cobra Berry allows it to better deal with Dark-type moves like Ceaseless Edge from Hisuian Samurott or non-stab knockoffs. You can also opt to run some other non-traditional items like Rocky Helmet, which punishes physical momentum moves like Flip Turn from Alomomola and U-Turn from Dragapult and Landorus T. Lastly, Heavy Duty Boots is almost a given at this point since it allows Sinistcha to bypass hazards that will put it in range of getting Revenge Kill. That is an important consideration point due to Sinistcha's absurdly low speed. No matter what item you end up choosing to use, Sinistcha's ability to deal with physical mons in the metagame is always going to be top rate, and that's why Sinistcha stands out as a top tier bulky Pokemon in the current metagame. Its unique typing, diverse move pool, excellent defensive capabilities, and access to a wide variety of Terra makes it a versatile and reliable addition to teams, especially for balanced and offensive teams. So if you're looking for a fun and effective bulky grass type to add to your roster, give Sinistcha a try. I actually really like to drink matcha tea, so I'm really glad that Sinistcha is actually becoming a lot more stronger than before. Thanks for watching, and let me know what kind of sets do you guys run on your Sinistcha. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!